darker skin color or my ethnicity, I always tell them my grandma is Vietnamese, as if that explains everything. Hi, it's me, NCR, here with another episode of the Sunshining Podcast. Season 3 of the Sunshining Podcast is just starting, and I thought there'd be no better way to start it than by having my Vietnamese grandmother as a guest on the show. My grandma's life may not have always been an easy one, but looking back at it now, she can say without a shadow of a doubt that God has always been there for her, has always showed up when she needed him, and that, God is good, and that if it was not for him, she would not be where she's at today. Yes, if it was not for God and my grandma, there'd be no such thing as this podcast. And so I, for one, am very thankful and blessed to have her as a grandma. When I was first thinking about recording this episode, I was just thinking it'd be me and her sitting on a couch talking, but that would have just been too awkward, because as it is, it's already hard enough to record and to talk in front of a camera, even for me who's been YouTubing a bunch of years. And so we decided then to record her while she was doing something, and so she made me some very good cookies while we were talking, while she was sharing just some of her story. So why don't we just pop into my grandma's kitchen and just get a glimpse into her life and hear a little bit of her story and her early life in Vietnam.
When I was a little girl, I stayed with my foster parents, and they got the Catholic school in the village. That's the only school they have. So I go to that school, and let me get some water. And I go to that school. That's why I know God from there. I was a Buddha. I never go to church, but after I go to that school, and the people, they got the Catholic believer. They after the recess, they get to upstairs to study the Bible, and we not the Catholic. We stay down here. We do the homework. We do the study, the school thing, and I don't like the school thing. And I like to go find out what they doing upstairs, So I would ask them. I want to go up there. I want to know about what they do and what they learning. So they were kind of curious about what I say, and so they let me get up there. That's how I go up there. I learn how God created the world. That's the beginning. So I know that is a God. And when I got the trouble, I know there is a God. He listened to me. And that school got something to do with it. When I get that upstairs, there's something to do with it. So that's why I'm beginning to know that there is a God. God is God creation. That's how we got that's how the world nowadays, that's a God. So that's how I know God. But I never get to know them much because I didn't get a chance to go to the Catholic church, because when I was 6 years old, I had to go home with my mother. She took me back, I don't stay with my foster parent no more. She took me back because she want us to see the mother. I think she got a little bit jealous, so that's why she did. That's why she did take us home, so cut it off everything. And I go home, but on my head, always think that my head and on my heart, there is a God. There is a God. You can talk to him, and he listens to you. And I know that much.
Maybe you could tell a little bit more about your life and how you met your husband there when you were you had a job at the.
Oh, you have to be about to run away first.
Yeah.
Because when I run away, I never did. That time I met it, I never did come back home. And I go see my foster mother. She working. I go see her, and she say that time I was 17 years old, and I began to work when I was 17, and she when I run away, then I come see her, and she said, "You 17 years old, you didn't have to get a job and work, and don't just stay home do nothing." Because I stayed with her,
Mm-hmm.
and she go to work, I stay home, and she come home, she come home, even she come home, she cook me something to eat, or she bring something at the job, she bring home for me. She said, you got to go to work. So she gonna go find that job when she work. She had to pay somebody to do my paperwork, and kind of like what you call the black market.
Mm-hmm.
You pay them so they can do your paperwork. But they put whatever they put in there. Be sure you get the job. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to be there or nothing. Not like people. So anyway, that's how we do it now. That's how I got the job, and
Mm-hmm.
she got that. She paid the people, and let me see. And I get to work, and I work to get to work in there until later on I met my husband. When I work in the kitchen, he come to eat.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I met him. But I guess he liked me so much. We go out together, and he said, I better make up my mind quick because that was the time, 1972, the United States fishing going to get all the GI back to United States.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm already love him and he loved me, so we don't have no trouble. We go see the lawyer, do the paperwork, and I leave Vietnam when November 15, 1972. Remember that day I never forget it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I met him, and that's how I get here.
So, what was your life like when you first came to America?
Well, they come here, I will come here in November, kind of cold, and I can barely speak English, and I'm scared to speak too. And my husband, he understands me pretty good because he was in Vietnam, and we speak kind of slang, but he speak that kind of language when he was over there. He understands me very good. When I get here, the people couldn't understand me. They couldn't understand me, and I'm scared to talk.
Mm-hmm.
I'm scared to talk, and really, it seems like I'm just by myself. The people speak English, and I couldn't get it because they speak real English. I couldn't hardly understand it. So anyway, I got a little bit sad because I left my country, that all my people, my family, all of that, they come here in a stranger country.
Mm-hmm.
That's just, and that's November, they start Thanksgiving and Christmas, the very happy time. And I look like empty, just by myself. I don't have nobody around me but just the whole world, but just my husband, the only one I can talk to him, but he was still in the Soviet. So later on, it kind of rough. We got married, and they were sending him somewhere out without the kind of danger without me to go. So he don't like that, and I don't either because I need him. Go see the doctor, anything in the army. He can just take me in there, be easy. But they won't let him to do that. He just has to let my mother-in-law take care of me. So that's why he tried to get out of the army. And so he get out of the army so he can stay home and take care of me. Because I first come here, my English not good at all. Nobody can understand me, so that's why it makes you feel lost. You can, and my mother-in-law couldn't even understand me. But well, that's how the first very sad because I look like I leave everything to come here. I look like I am only one. When my husband go to work or somewhere, I'm just alone, I look like there's again, look like I don't have nobody again. So.
Did you learn more about God in America?
Okay, not yet, but kind of early. But my mother-in-law, she, well, when we first come in here, before we go back he go back to the service, she asked me to go to church with her. She go to church, she's a church going, and she asked me to go to church. Well, I tried to please her, so I go, but really, I couldn't understand much at the church. The only one that helped me to understand it, that my husband, he used to be a pastor. And he tried, and he got time for me, see. Anything I want to know, and he explained everything. He got time for me. He explained everything to tell me. And I would come here, I believe it 2 years later. It's on the Easter Sunday, I would accept Christ, I would baptize. 2 years later. And I begin look like the new life. That is the time. Now, and this 2 years later, I pick up the English. I can talk, not much like that now, but I can speak little bit. Make the people understand me little bit. So I feel better. I feel happy. I feel happy because I would look at this way. I am the free now. My mama not there. She just stopped because she was a Buddha a long time. She not going. When I was in Vietnam, if I was with her, she was gonna stop. She won't, because in my country you do what your parents want you to do. You not do what you want to do. You do what they want you to do. Even that you don't want it, but they want it. You have to do. That's the way they do in Vietnam. So I feel free. I feel happy. I belong to Christ. I baptize. I accept Christ, my Savior. All of that, and I'm happy. And that's the happy time. When I leave Vietnam too, I live there. My mama, she's kind of strict. When we get older, she's strict. She's strict. I never had a boyfriend when I would go to school. And I go to school, if I come home late, a few minutes, she asked me what we wanted, why we come home late. She's very strict. But that what caused me the time. Okay, this is the time. The time I run away. She was so strict and so mean. I mean, she not mean. She just a single mother, and she just want us to behave. Don't just what do you call it? Just the party and friend, all of that. She don't put up with that. So we don't have friends. We just go somewhere and come home. She checked it just like she was so close to look at us, watching us. We couldn't even, just like you don't have no free time to breathe. See that's strictly. So that was one time that this is a good story. That is the beginning. Okay, we go to the timber all the time, and she got a hot life, and she don't even go to the timber. Besides, we don't have no money. We got the rent house, and when we got the rent, we got a lot of rent house. When she was younger, she got house and land a lot of. So we got the rent house, and when we got the rent, we got the money. She don't want us to go to work nowhere. She keep us at home, and I mean the same thing again. She don't like us to have friends because I'm 17 now. She don't want us to have friends and nothing. Just the neighbor. But she don't want you to come see the neighbor. Like we go wash the clothes at the water thing. We all wash clothes right there, and we get to talk. And later on, she want us to wash clothes at home and bring it out there and rinse it. I mean, she just kind of separate us from the world out there, Okay, that was one day that we got 200 piastres. The last 200 piastres, Vietnamese money, the last she got. So she gave it to me, and she said, you go to the timber and you put the 100 piastres in the offering plate, and you bring 100 back to me. Now you tell me, how did you put the money in there and take it? You can't do that. But I got $200. I mean 200 piastres. One bill. If she want me to bring it back, she should have break it before that, So I tell you what, I believe it with all my heart. Everything happened. God planned everything for me. He planned it for me because I don't know what to do. I take that $200 and I go to the timber. But you know what? I didn't put nothing in there. I take that 200. I put in here in my bra. Then I go home. I tell the lie on her. I say, I couldn't get the change. I don't know where to get the change. I couldn't get the change, so I put all 200 in there. See, but I didn't. I got that 200 piastres. Okay, she was so mad. She said that's all the money she got. She was so upset. She never beat up me. She beat up me so bad. I got the strap on my back and my neck, all of that. So that was a Thursday evening. That was that day I come home that day. The neighbor come over, just happened to see her beat me like that. She was really upset because I did really all that money she had. So she beat me, and the neighbor thought she gonna kill me. She said, "Oh, you did really?" She's really mad. And I don't know where my sister at. She wasn't home. And the neighbor come and said, they always ask her to come and eat, eat lunch with her or something, because, she's a good friend, good neighbor. But she looked like she's a single mother, and some people try to run over her too. So really but she's a tough woman. She fight back, and that's why she got hot life. So that's why she's so hot with us. I don't know. I think that's what we did. And anyway, we got the house we live in and the new house we built. We were out there to cook supper just to somebody there, just a little way from there to the old house we live in. I go out there and cook supper. So the neighbor come and ask her to go eat. She got something real good. She want my mother to try it. And I go out there. I will start to cook supper. So the neighbor pack her away. So I begin to just think about quickly run away, but I left her a note. Do you know I write a note? She come home. She see that note. She catch me. She see that note, and she beat me up again. She said, "You want to run away?" But she don't know I got the ID card and that 200 PS inside me. So she said, "Don't you try again." She threatened to kill me. I mean, she said that, the people say that a lot, but I don't think she killed me, but I don't know, she might. She gets so mad, So anyway, then she go again. And as soon as she left again, she off. I got out of that door. I didn't cook nothing. I don't write a note because I think she figured it out. She don't see me. I run. That was at 5 o'clock that evening. I run in the government land. They bring some rubber tree. They make the rubber. I run in the 5 o'clock. By the time I leave, but that is a big place. I know the road from running there to go to out the other side. I run until it nearly dark. So I run to there. I didn't go to the bus station or nothing. I'm staying with my friend. We go to school together. She took me out of school. But at least I got some friend at the school and she took me out. So I come to that girlfriend and I show her and I said, "Can I stay with you? Can I stay with you?" And she said that, we was a good friend. I don't have no clothes, but the one pair I got on me, I left everything, nothing but the ID card. You have to have the ID card. Okay, I go over there and that was Thursday, and Saturday morning, she feed me and she give me some of her clothes, and I told her that I'm going to see my foster parent. That time I run away for good, and I just stay with them. Okay, Saturday, she don't know what, my mama don't know where I'm at. The first thing she do, she run out of the bus station because she know I probably run away. I did run away before, but she caught me. She caught me and my sister bring at home. So this time she did it again, but she didn't. I'm not there. I left Thursday, but I didn't go back to see to that girl. She got me. She think that how did I know the work? I believe the God planned it. Her mother was in the same town with my foster parent, and she stayed with her sister, and her sister got 2 kids. She just stay there, take care of the kids, and her sister go to work, and her sister husband, he in the army. So her sister buy sale at home, so she stay there, help her sister, and every weekend, her sister give her the money to go see her parents. So that Saturday, I go with her. I give her that 200 because I said that's all I got. And that's pretty big for 200 PS of Vietnamese money. Okay, before I leave, she give me 2 pair of clothes. Her clothes, I fit. We the same size. Then she take me go. We ride the early bus, Then my mama probably she already go see my. She already go to the bus station. I'm not there, so she wait to the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now that weekend my mother come to see my foster father, because my foster mother, she working. She work out with her 300 or 500 miles away from home. She don't come home to once a while, you know. So she already, I wasn't there at my foster father. If I would have been there early, that she got me again.
Mm-hmm.
I stayed with this girl because that evening, no, not Saturday. We will go there for Saturday, but she can go home, stay with her mama, and Sunday evening she got to go back before Monday, so she can keep the kid and her sister go work Monday. See, so everything I stay with her till she leave.
Mm-hmm.
Then I walk a little bit long way, but I don't have no money, nothing. I don't have nothing. I walked from there to see my foster father. I was so happy to see him, and he told me, he said, you can stay here. I showed him my back. I got strapped. My neck. She hooked me with the stick. She really upset. So I come late. See, my mama never stay anywhere late. She always go home before. She don't stay overnight anywhere. She stay home because my sister's still at home, you know. My sister older than me. So he said, your mama was here this morning. And my mama told him I'm running away, and he told her I'm 17 now, so why she did leave me alone, you know. If whatever I did, he know that I got common sense. I'm not the bad girl. And so if I come here, he will take care of me, and he probably send it to my foster mother, and maybe she help me get a job and I work there. Okay, so she go home. So I get off at that time. I stay there. But you know, he's a policeman. He had to go all the time. And but you know, policemen in Vietnam, they poor. The government don't pay them hardly anything. They give them the house to live in. That's all. So I go there, and just about another weekend coming. Well, my friend, I would stay there 2-3 weeks, something like that. My friend, she know I was there, so she come back She come back every weekend, and this time she got some more friends from school, and I come out there to see her. You know, I come with. And I would tell her, you know, I probably have to go to Kento. That's the town my foster mother stay. And maybe she helped me to get me a job or do something, because I'm 17, never finished school, don't have no finished school, nothing, and just do nothing. I got to do something, you know. So she find me the job. So that's why I stayed with her, and I said goodbye to her. But you know, it's kind of weird. Then after I left her there, I forgot all about her. Later on, when I come to United States, I don't realize, I never tell her thank you for all of that clothes. I believe it. She's an angel, God saying. That's what I believe it. I never remember to say thank you. But when I get away from, when that's the last time I say goodbye to her, and I go to Kento where my foster mother was, I never see her again, because totally different town, long way from there, and she don't know where I'm at, you know, and I forgot all about her until I come to United States, and I say, and I don't have her address. That's funny. I know where she lives, but we never did. I never think about. I come to United States, never think about it. I work in the massage. That's how I meet my husband. I was work in the kitchen that time because I first I say that I would work in the dishwashing room. Then I move up to clean the table, but then I speak English little bit better. So that time a lot of American GI come back to United States, So that place gonna be closed. So they send it, but they keep the people can speak English better. We're gonna cook. We're not the helper. We're gonna cook. We're gonna be the head cook. They cook anything we want to. You're supposed to train them everything. They don't have time to train us because they're gonna close that mess. So everybody had to go. So anyway, we cooked there for 2-3 weeks. I mean, we cook the Vietnamese way, and the people like it. And the mass sergeant, he was so proud of us, When they close they do close the mess that you talk about, sad. Because I don't know what's going to be happen. But my husband, he got enough time. We go get the lawyer, do the paperwork with me. Okay, that time I come home because I'm not 21 yet. When he asked me to, now I run away when I was 17. I worked in there, and I was there. I would work there, but until I got the public job. When I got the real job there, the place closed, and I was training. And he asked me to marry him, but I'm only 20. See, in my country, you have to be 21 before you can get married. So you know what? I have to go back, let my mama sign the paper. That is a problem. I would begin because I wrote letter to her. I don't come home or nothing. And I told her where I was. I tell her where I live. She come see me one time and she calmed me down, She said, "That's the way you want it?" I said, "Yes." And anyway, I didn't tell her I got the boyfriend or nothing, because she gonna make her mad again. So see, I would go with my husband that time, and we would go to my town. My hometown is Saigon. That is a big city. That's where there's the main city. The people come. You have to come there, I guess, before you go anywhere. That's the main city. That's where my hometown was. We go up there. We go see my mama. No, we go see the lawyer first. And he said that she got to sign the paper because he can't do anything unless he gonna work till I'm turn 21. And anyway, that was November. And so I had to be November should be 12. 9 more months before I turn 21. But I can, okay. And that's the time he got to go back to the United States. They get him back to the United States. And he got to stay in the compound, but he just sneak out all the time because I would stay at the lawyer office. They got the place for me to sleep and he feed me. We already pay him to do the paperwork, but my mama had to come and sign the paper. So there come again. Me and him come see my mama. And you know, she got the funny thing, she always plays sick all the time. She wants some money. and he got the, he resided for 2 more years in army, so he got the money. They give him, I think they give him, I don't know, 6,000 or 2,000 something, but we paid the lawyer $2,000, and she wants some money because she says she got to take care. She said, I've been taking care of her. I've been running away. I've been taking care of her. But she said that she wants some money so she can take care because she go outside the paper. She lose me. She couldn't stand to lose me. I mean, the truth is, I don't think she loved me. But I might wrong because, all the mother got the play in their heart, even little bit for their children, So I don't know. So anyway, she come to the lawyers, and we meet her 5 o'clock that evening at the lawyer office, so she can come inside. But we will stand there to wait and wait. I thought she never come, and I would cry, and I said, she's not going to come inside. And my husband not supposed to be there. He's supposed to be in the compound. He got to leave to go back to United States. But somehow he did come out. He sneaked out to get the paper signed. We stayed there, and he said that, don't cry, because, he said that just 9 more months, you can, he said that he gonna leave me enough money to live until I be 21. We don't need her. But she asked for some money, so we give her maybe $200. $200, that's a lot of money. She happy with that. And she come sign the paper, but she kind of scared at first, like she not coming. So, but anyway, she come late, and I think she was crying because she gonna lose me for good. See, that time I was 20 years old now, and anyway, the day I see after all of that, he got to go. He can't stay there no more, and we already paid the lawyer, and he said that you just stay here. She's not gonna come here, so you just stay here, and. Okay, I stayed, and let me put some cookies, put them on the cook. And anyway, I stayed there, and see, I supposed to go before November 15, and something, my paper not get through. But she come out at airport, she didn't see me because they had to cancel because my paper not through yet. So I will see her again. I don't know what I'm going to do by myself this time, see. But see, something happened again. Something, the paper not finished. See, you tell me you don't believe in God plan everything? He is plan everything for me. So I go later, a day later. But my mama said, where was you? I come see you to say goodbye, but I didn't see you anywhere. She didn't know I stay at the lawyer office. Did you know that? She didn't know it. But if she knows, she probably give me trouble. I can't stay there. I have to go somewhere, hide it from her. So anyway, I met it. The day I get in the airport, she didn't know what day I go, to November 15. That's the day I'm going. But I was supposed to go before that, cancel that. And he's a lawyer, he can do anything. I got the airplane ticket, everything, and because you change it, you have to put some money. I don't have no money. He forgot to leave me any money. There I go again, I don't have no money. And anyway, we go, then I go to just fine. And he meet me at San Francisco. I thought we go to shopping, So he meet me there, and I just wonder if he there, I begin to worry. And I get in the airplane, the people got family. Oh, you talk about crying, I would cry inside me, because I don't know why, I'm just sad. That's about nearly 50 years ago. The next year that I've been here 50 years, but the memory is still so clear. I don't have nobody with me, and by myself. And I just wonder if my husband was. I thought San Francisco, that's my last place. I didn't even know that we had to fly there, go there till we go shopping. And he was there. He was there to meet me. And I see him. I was so happy. But we didn't stay there. We go back to his hometown, in San Augustine. We make another flight. Because if I can't fly, he know I don't know how to do all that. So when they told him I coming, he fly out there to San Francisco because that's where my ticket was. Not even all the way to San Augustine. He meet me there. So so we fly back to Shreveport. Then his mother and his brother come pick us up. And the first time I see his mother, I always ask him what I'm going to say when I see him. He said, just say hi. And I usually talk, but when I see her, the cat got my tongue. I didn't even say hi. I was so nervous. But she very understanding. She know I'm nervous. She told me to tell my mom. She loved me. So my mama don't worry. So anyway, that's it. That's how I come to United States. And that is Nathan, I tell you what, my life is just not, I don't see anybody like that. I got the family, but the people I love, like my foster parents, I never could stay with them. The people I love, I just can't stay with them because, okay, now, I forgot about that. Okay, that is it, when I was training, but when I first, my mama first, when I was 17, I run away. No, before that, I run away and we will go visit them, and we had to go home. And I can't stand, I can't go home. I miss them so much, and I just keep crying when I get go home. And my sister said, don't cry. And I said, I miss them so much. I just can't. I said, I can't live like that. I miss them. She said, do you want to run away? And she go with me. She gonna have me, and we both got calls. we bring the. She come to the bus station, and we catch the early bus. The bus not start yet. Did you know what? We got under the truck, under the bus, so nobody can see us. In the morning come, the people come and then we come out. Nobody see us. Got under there. More, talk about that. But just about the daylight. We were standing, we fishing, go somewhere out, we cross the river. Nobody see the cats up. See what? My foster mother said, you did work, and she would try to. She loved us too because she keep us from when we were the baby. My sister, little bit older, so that's why she loved me more, And she said, you just stay here, I'll be right back. Then my mama walked right through her. And she waited for my foster mother to come, and she chew her out, all of that, and she take us back home. And she told us, don't tell somebody that you all run away. You just say she come get you all. Because she don't like to hear that we run away. Okay, so that time we got caught. But like when I was 17, that was the real time that's it, to run away. That's how I get to United States. And December 5th, we got married. And at his uncle's house. His uncle suggested he marry us. But they all die now. So it's and this really and now I told you the one I love, I never can live with them. Okay, I love my husband and he loved me too. We just love each other and we happy with each other. And he got cancer and he died. Okay, now my mother-in-law, I love her too and she loved me. She's a good mother-in-law. Okay, she died first. Then I can remember maybe a couple of years later my husband died. Because all my loved ones had died. So do you think sometimes I just wonder why I'm still here. So that's it. But here I am, I'm still here alone. Now, anything else you want to know?
So you've had a difficult life, but you through
Hey,
your
I'm up here. I don't have a difficult life here. But they got some people. They don't like Vietnamese. You know that? I ain't do nothing to them. I work the waitress at the Chinese restaurant in Lufkin. I mean, everybody loved me. But I got one lady. Her husband killed in Vietnam. And she thought I'm a Chinese because I work in Chinese restaurant. She liked me so much, but when she find out I'm Vietnamese, you gonna do look like she turned her hand like that. She hate me, and I find out why she hate me so much. I didn't kill her husband. I leave all my loved one over there, my country. I grow up with it, and she, I don't have but the people like that, make you don't know what to do.
So you feel God has been active in your life, and you've seen God.
Yeah. And then Nathan, God saved me many times. And I believe in with all my heart. He's my Savior and He my God. And nothing can take me away from them. Not even Buddha can take me away from them. I'm not go back to Buddha. You go to the temple, you sit on the floor with your knee on it. Some people got the pillow. You don't sit on the chair, you sit on it. They got the Buddha temple. They got the pretty floor, so the people sit on the floor. And I sit there, I'm with boring, and I don't know what the Buddha is, but they're not real, they're not God, but they just like the people. And my mama been with them. That was what you call it, for all her life she's a Buddha. And I am boring, and if I would scared, I would believe a Buddha, I wouldn't take that money, that 200. And that's changed my life. I left. So I know God planned everything. And I never think about, I come to United States, never think about it. Let me put this cookie on. Then I can tell you some more.
Good cookies. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode so far, the special episode with my grandma. It's just about over. Just a few more important things I want to say. First of all, we recorded for about an hour, but after doing the recording, she talked more about her life. It's not possible to record every story that she's able to tell. She's got a lot of funny stories even, and there's so much to her life, and there's so much to everyone else's life, and than just can be told in an hour. And I don't know who you are. I just want to thank you for listening to this podcast. Maybe you're a new listener to the Sunshining Podcast, and I hope that you'll find this season of the Sunshining Podcast a blessing in your life. And I don't know what you're going through. Whether you're going through a difficult time, maybe or maybe you're going through an easy time. But can you look back? Because life isn't always easy. So can you look back in your life and maybe see a time that has been difficult, but you still, you know that God was present in that time, and that God did some miracle in that time. Think about that today. Maybe share it. And I would love to connect with you on Instagram or Facebook. You can find the Sunshining on Facebook, or the Sunshining NCR on Instagram, and the Sunshining on Twitter. Love to connect with you on those social media platforms, because I love to connect with the listeners, who's listening to this podcast. And I just hope that this podcast will be a blessing in your life. But maybe you're going through a difficult time right now, and I just pray that the love of God will be made visible to you, how much He loves you, and that you, and when you are going through a difficult time, it can be hard to praise God, and you might not be able to see Him working. There's a song every week on my podcast. I like to share a song of the week, and so the song of the week for this episode is Waymaker. One of my favorite songs. My first experience with that song was when I heard, what's his name? Tim Hughes singing it live in Edmonton for the One Conference. That was awesome. Awesome experience there. And that's when I really fell in love with the Waymaker song. And so if you were to ask me a few things I like about the song, like why I like the song, is one, I love singing about who my God is, and it's such a beautiful song. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper. That's who my God is, and I just love that song. And even in one of the lyrics in the song is, even when I don't see it, you're working. Even when I don't feel it, you're working, and He is. And if you never heard of the song Waymaker before, there's a really good version by Mandisa. There's a really good version by Michael W. Smith, and a few other versions of Waymaker. I encourage you just to go listen to that song either on Spotify, and if you're on Spotify listening to this podcast, it'd be very easy to find that song, as well as make sure you're following the Sunshine Podcast on Spotify if you have Spotify, so you can listen to that Waymaker there, and you can find the song Waymaker on YouTube. And that's the song of the week. I think I've said enough. We're just going to close out with the verse for the week. I'll let my grandma read it for you.
Do you have a favorite Bible verse?
Yes. But yes. And this one, me and my husband, well, he already know that he want me, we study together. He want me to study this one, to be same with him. Mm-hmm. This one is a Psalm 23. You may read it?
Yeah.
Okay. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He made me to lay down in green pasture. He leadeth me beside the still water. He restored my soul. He leadeth me in the path of righteousness for His name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou prepare the table before me in the presence of my enemy. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup run over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the day of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. That's nice.
Yeah, it's a very...
Dwell in the house of the
Yeah.
Lord forever.
Yeah, it's a nice chapter.
Well, think about that time when everything all over, the Lord coming.
Mm-hmm.
You get to see all your loved ones.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I believe it. Sometimes, so now I'm just by myself. I kind of lonely sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Some kind of lonely, but I'm not lonely for man. No, I just lonely for loved one, for family, reunion, and all of that. Just wonder, it kind of sad because we still living, and all the loved one is one by one going.
Mm-hmm.
So seem like this not happy life. We want the life the reunion with when the Lord come, and that to be different. Everything gonna be different. I can hardly wait. Sometimes I just don't care for this life.
Mm-hmm.
He come now. I be happy.
Mm-hmm.
I've run away for a few times,
Mm-hmm.
but the last God planned for me. She couldn't get me back.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm in trouble, I never call Buddha.
Mm-hmm.
Never call Buddha. I call God because I know He listens to me. You got yet?